Hey guys, so today we're going to go over glute activation and why it's important. But before we do that, I want to tell you why it's important for me. So I've had, over the last 10 to 14 months, some serious back issues, a bulging disc in my L5-S1, an iliolumbar ligament tear, as well as possibly a minor quadratus lumbarum tear on my right side as well. So activating the glutes, what that did for me is it allowed me to make my pelvis more neutral, as well as make it more stable. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you two of the exercises that I did to help me, that I did every day, twice a day, and we're gonna go over them right now. So let's go. So the first exercise we're gonna do today are glute pops. The reason I like this is because it puts you in a position where you're forced to feel with both your hands, both your glutes working. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lie down on our back, legs out straight. Usually we want our toes and feet straight, toes to the ceiling, heels out as far as we can. And all we're gonna do is put our right hand under our right glute, left hand under our left glute. First thing we're gonna do is squeeze the right glute, and you're gonna feel it contract on your right hand. Let that go, then we're gonna contract the left glute, let that go. So if you have trouble feeling it with your heels and toes pointed both straight, rotate your legs and feet outward. That should make it easier for you to feel your glutes working. So with your heels pointed straight and toes pointed out a little bit, squeeze the right, squeeze the left. As you get better at it, what you're gonna find is you're gonna be able to bring your legs more internally rotated and your feet more straight as you go. Usually we just, like I said, we want our toes completely straight and heels pointed straight out. So one thing we wanna make sure that we're not doing while we're doing these glute pops is we wanna make sure that we're not moving our quad, we're just moving our glute. So when you come up and contract your right glute, your right quad and thigh muscle should just be as loose as your hamstring is as well. So I'm gonna break this down into two different populations as far as frequency goes for this movement. Number one, if you tried it and you have trouble feeling your glutes with your toes pointed straight to the sky and your feet straight, you should be doing this every day, twice a day, 3 rounds, 40 reps each, okay? Now, if you can put your toes straight to the sky and have your feet straight and have no problem at all getting glute activation, you should only be doing this before your workout as a primer for your main movements. So if you're deadlifting, you're squatting, you're rowing that day, you're pushing the prowler, during any type of movement, you always need glute activation. This is a great exercise to do it. So again, if you have trouble feeling your glutes with your feet pointed, with your feet straight, toes pointed straight, you should be doing this every day, twice a day, preferably morning and night, not like 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. You want to spread it out. And if you don't, and you can do it, feel your glutes with your toes straight, your feet, toes pointing to the sky and your feet straight. You should only be doing this before your workout, before your main movement as a primer. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is a banded exercise for both your glute medius and glute maximus. First thing we're going to do is go over band recommendations. So, we have this new one by Mark Bell, big ass hip slingshot.
Ow!
Then we have a bunch of different bands. This is his grippy hip slingshot, which I just got yesterday. The big ass one is level 4, this is level 3. Then we have his original hip slingshot, which is a level 1. Then here, I have a bunch of rainbow colors. Now the thing I don't like about the rainbow colors is when you get different companies, different colors mean different things. So don't let that screw you up by getting 2 different companies. I've done that, where one company, black, is like the 1,000 pounds and so strong, then another company it's like 2 pounds. And then you go from the 1,000 pound one to the 2 pound and you think you got 100 times stronger, when in reality, you really didn't. It was just a different band. First thing I'm gonna show you guys is how to get our left glute max. So first thing we're gonna do is, we're gonna tippy toe our right foot, okay? Put it right directly behind us as though we were a wide receiver in the NFL trying to make a sideline catch. Second thing we're gonna do, we're gonna hip hinge on our left side. The way I like to do this is put your fingers directly into your hip, shoot your hip straight back. One thing we wanna make sure to do is that our knee stays in line with our ankle. We don't want our knee coming over our ankle, we don't want our knee behind, we want it perfectly in front. So from here, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna maintain neutral shoulders, keep our core on, and we're just gonna tippy toe our right foot back and forth. By doing this, we're gonna feel a nice pump right here, a nice activation, whatever you wanna call it, right in our left glute max. I like to do this 15 times. Back and forth counts as 1 rep only. From there, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get our left glute medius. So we're gonna start off the same way. Right foot back, hip hinge on the left. Now instead of going directly back and forth like we did last time, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be going laterally. So we're gonna take our right leg, put it diagonal, and then we're gonna go back and forth diagonally. The difference is, instead of feeling this right here in your glute max, you're gonna feel it more on the outer side of your glute, which is the glute medius, the outside of your hip. Same thing, back and forth is 1 rep. Do this for 15 times. And we're gonna do that on both sides, both on the right and left. Have fun with it.